I'm going to read Summer Treasure. School was over. Hannah was on vacation. One afternoon, Hannah went to the beach with her mom. Hannah brought a shovel and a pail. I will look for treasure, Hannah told her mom. Before Hannah found the perfect spot for digging, she found something else. She found Mrs. Connor. Hannah could not believe her eyes. Mrs. Connor was here at the beach. She was wearing a swimsuit. She had sunglasses, and her hair was not in a ponytail. "Hello, Hannah," said Mrs. Connor. She was acting as if nothing was wrong. "Mrs. Connor," said Hannah, "what are you doing here?" "I am at the beach," said Mrs. Connor, "with my husband." "Mrs. Connor had a husband." "You should be at school," said Hannah. "I am not at school all the time," said Mrs. Connor. "Sometimes I have vacation, just like you." Now Hannah could not believe her ears. "I thought teachers lived at school all year," said Hannah. "I thought they had dinner together." Then they watched a little TV. Then they put on their pajamas. And then they went to sleep in bunk beds. "No," said Mrs. Connor. "Teachers do not live at school all the time. They go home just like you do. They have families just like you do." "My husband is swimming," said Mrs. Connor. "Do you want to play for a while?" Hannah and Mrs. Connor looked for shells. They dipped into the water. They dug for treasure, but they did not find any. Then they waved goodbye. When Hannah got home, her brother asked, "Did you find any treasure at the beach?" Hannah looked into her empty pail. Hannah thought about Mrs. Connor. "Yes," said Hannah, "I did." And that was Summer Treasure, where Hannah found her teacher at the beach.